Coming up on HawkTV, we take a look at theater's double feature,
Orchestra's plans for this year,
and football's district opener against Byron Nelson.
This is HawkTV for Friday, September 29th.
Good morning, Hebron High School. I'm Trevor Oates.
And I'm Lindsay Yu. Theater has been preparing for their first show of the year, which opened last night. Macy Davis got to take a closer look at The Fate of Injustice.
Hebron Theater performs their show, The Fate of Injustice, tonight and tomorrow.
There's a running theme. The Fate of Injustice is what these two shows are called together. And there's a theme of like injustice that's done to these women. Medea, her husband leaving her for money and status, and the same thing in The Drowning Girls, the husband is killing them for money and status.
Director Ryan Heitzman spent a lot of time deciding what show to choose this year.
We knew that we had a lot of females in our department, and so we really wanted to highlight their talents and to bring those forward. And so we started looking at shows that would feature women. We happened to find two completely different shows, but both of them feature female protagonists in a way that is kind of injustice. And so we came up with the title, The Fate of Injustice, which is two plays that are both dealing with females that have something done to them, and they're seeking justice in the background.
Lead actress Alexis Getty believes she can learn a lot from her role as Medea.
Medea is a very hard character to figure out. She has so many, layers to her. So I have to say probably the hardest thing about the show is really figuring out where to play the psychotic and where to play, where she's manipulating and trying to stay calm and everything.
Biasotti enjoys taking her role to the next level by researching.
I've enjoyed the history aspect of it because the men in the show actually existed. And so we get to do a lot more research into that and sort of build off of that. And that's just interesting to me.
Getty's favorite part of the show is the memories she's making with the cast.
I've enjoyed working with the people. It's really been a fun experience. And this character has been a challenge, but it's been a fun challenge, if that makes sense. So it's been really great.
Reporting for HawkTV, I'm Kim Marisser. Now back to the studio.
Thanks, Macy. Theater show is tonight and tomorrow at 7 p.m. Tickets are $10 at the door.
This month is National Hispanic Heritage Month. We got to interview some students about their Hispanic background.
Being Hispanic has just opened me up to a whole bunch of different cultures because Hispanic countries and regions, they're all very diverse.
Growing up in a Hispanic family has taught me a lot of different things in the way my friends have grown up. I think that my parents have taught me a lot about hard work because when they came here as immigrants, they had to work super, super hard for everything and nothing was handed to them.
People view Mexican heritage such as what books tell you, but in reality it's not much like that. It's more of a culture thing that the people share and not much of what a book could tell you or a teacher maybe could say.
Being bilingual has helped with jobs, helped with school, gets me out of classes. I didn't have to take Spanish, I just kind of tested out. So.
Speaking two languages has helped me in my job, at school, and my everyday life.
Mi cultura me ha influenciado en conocer dos mundos distintos.
It's influenced me in a very positive way from all the different countries I've visited and all the different cultures I've seen.
Hasta la vista!
Thanks to all the students that participated.
With director Matthew Cardovar beginning his second year, the orchestra program looks to make some changes. Hanya Qureshi gives us the story.
Senior Travis Harris is looking forward to competing in upcoming orchestra events.
We've got a lot of great things planned. Chamber has a competition coming up this fall for the TMEA Honor Orchestra, and we're hoping to do really well in that. And we've also got a bunch of events planned for all of our members that are coming in for this year.
Harris said the addition of the second-year director, Matthew Cardovar, has brought a new intensity to the orchestra.
He just came in full force, and he's been challenging us, especially chamber orchestra, having us play advanced music and just trying to have us improve our skill level.
Senior Sam Alavernia said the increase of students in the orchestra program provides opportunities for growth.
I think the 50 new freshmen in orchestra will really help us grow as an orchestra and just spread the ability of what we're able to do. More people means that we can, play more music, bigger music, more expressively as well.
Codivar pushes his students to work on the smaller things in an attempt to perfect their performances.
Got a lot of sectionals, a lot of practicing, and just a lot of fine detailed work that we have to go over with the music to make sure all those details come in, and making sure every little part of the music is expressed with the orchestra.
Reporting for HawkTV, I'm Hanya Qureshi. Now back to the studio.
Thanks, Hanya. Orchestra will have their fall concert on October 19th.
We'll be right back.
Welcome back.
Among teenagers and adult drivers, texting has become a distraction on roads. Elena Barnes got to take a closer look at a new law regarding texting while driving in Texas.
Today, students have access to technology everywhere, at home, at school, and even on the roads. A law signed by Governor Greg Abbott to ban texting while driving statewide went into effect on September 1st.
Basically, extenuation of the old laws that prevent you from texting and using your cell phone during school zones is now expanded to using your cell phone for texting or email purposes anywhere, even outside of school zones and outside of school times.
1 out of 5 crashes involves driver distraction, according to the Texas Department of Transportation. With this new law, authorities hope to limit distractions and prevent accidents.
If you are distracted, not paying attention, goofing off, you can cause serious harm to yourself, your friends that are in the car with you, other people around there. And once again, like I said, the way to fight that, combat that is, as students, we need to realize when you're behind the wheel of a car, everything else goes out the window. Your whole job is to control that vehicle.
In an interview with the Dallas Morning News, Garland Police spokesman Pedro Barano said police will look for people who are looking down and swerving on the roads in order to see if they are in the wrong. Students and teachers have said this is an issue that affects most drivers.
Everyone does it. Even the people who say that they don't do it, they also do it. They just don't want to admit it. But everyone does it.
I've been pulled over once, not many times, but they asked me, were you texting immediately? And I would say no, and then they'd check your phone to see if you were or not. So I think that's the way it goes down. You just got to be honest. If you do, then you're not supposed to. It's something we've become used to and something we've become accustomed to, so it'll be kind of an adjustment time.
Reporting for HawkTV, I'm Elena Barnes. Now back to the studio.
Thanks, Elena. Putting your phone on silent or do not disturb might prevent the temptation to text while driving.
The football team will play its first district game tonight against Byron Nelson. I got to take a closer look at the matchup. The football team is looking to keep its winning streak alive after 2 straight wins to close non-district play.
One is our inconsistencies in the preseason at times. We're kind of slowly getting better as the preseason went on, and we're building towards this district season.
With the district opener tonight, the team has intensified practices and looks to play with a lot more energy.
Since district is coming, we always have to practice harder, go against the ones more. I go against Braden all the time, big Dan, so we got to battle out. It's tough during practice.
After holding Plano West to 251 yards of total offense and only 3 points, senior linebacker Chris Crawley said the defense hopes to continue its success.
I'll just make plays and keep the offense on the field as much as possible, get 3-and-out stops, and just keep balling like we've been doing so far. We just got to work harder and keep it up and just treat it like it's the playoffs and just keep going.
Despite Byron Nelson's 0-3 record, senior defensive end Carlos Hatcher said they take no team for granted and must play another good football game to come out on top.
Always respect your opponent because you never know what they come out and do. So just work hard, do what you're supposed to do in practice, and then get ready for the game.
Reporting for HawkTV, I'm Trevor Oates. Now back to the studio. Football will be playing tonight at Northwest ISD Stadium in Justin at 7:30. In other sports news, tennis will be taking on Plano East at home at 4:30 today.
Boys golf will compete in a tournament on Monday at Pecan Plantation.
And swimming will be at the East Side Aquatic Center for the GC ISD Pentathlon.
That's it for today's broadcast. I'm Lindsay Yu.
And I'm Trevor Rhodes. Have a great rest of your day.
Have any story suggestions? Leave comments down below.
And follow us on Twitter and Snapchat.